Welcome back to more Onimusha, and I'd like everybody to feel comfortable. That's why I'd like to talk to you all about Jesus.
Huh? Didn't know humans could be such pests? Where is the princess? Humans are more tasty when angry, and I haven't eaten in a while.
So he blocked the door, which is not great. Oh, geez. Try to get any souls you can when you can. My magic was lower than I expected it to be. Oh, geez. There are a lot of good examples of me not being able to see my character during this fight, which is really unfortunate because the LP of this game that's been on my channel for nearly a decade, I own this guy. It was pretty great, but unfortunately I can't replicate that gameplay. Oh god. I think a lot of that was because I redid this game after playing Onimusha 2 and 3. Really close together. If I didn't already have a list of games I want to play for 2024, I would just do 2, 3, and 4 together. Or at least 2 and 3. Alright, big boy. I think you've had enough donuts for one day. Or enough donut eaters, as you like people. Oh god. Look, you took the princess. Sammy's honey. That means you gotta die.
How could I die? By the hand of a human!
Be quiet, monster. It is time for you to go back to the underworld.
You served evil. How could you live? Bastard. Although in fairness, a lot of our politicians serve evil and probably deserve to die as well. But that's neither here nor there. Here is a journal if you want to read it. And while you do that, I would like to say a happy New Year 2024 to everybody. It's still August of 23 from my perspective, but by the time this is uploaded, it will be January. Hopefully all your festivities went well. For some reason, the files in this game never really did it for me like the ones in Resident Evil. I like the idea of files to give backstory to an area, but for some reason, I never really cared about the files in this series. Which I suppose is a shame, because we really don't get much on these characters.
Sweet, beautiful, lovely, the dripping blood, and what's this? Oh, a liver. What's that smell? Who's there? A human? How disappointing.
Face me, demon!
Who do you think you are talking to? I haven't seen one as foolish as you since that, Nobunaga.
Nobunaga?
I operated on and resurrected that pitiful Nobunaga after he was killed in Okihazuma. He then made a pact with the demons and pledged his eternal loyalty to serve us forever as our slave.
No!
Oh, yes, it is indeed true. Now, let me show you my most recent creation. Go, Ronaldo! Bite the belly of that maggot and feast upon his bloody flesh!
Right, so these enemies Aggression is your best friend against them. Just hit them fast, hit them hard, and you should be okay. They become more important to the game later on. I'm not sure why they were introduced here. We will see them much later, and they will be a lot more frequent. These moments get a lot more interesting and stylized in 2 and 3. They're just kind of here in the first game. So we got a new weapon. You may have seen a couple of doors locked with a red orb. Well, conveniently, we now have a weapon that can unlock those doors because this weapon comes with an orb, which is red. Aha! Anybody else? Of course there is. Following what would be the God of War law, in Onimusha, there's always another enemy. We've already met a few new enemies in this video, but let's go ahead and meet another. That is actually a pretty effective intro for these annoying ass things. I don't know how I fought one off there. These are soul suckers. They like to hover out of your reach, which is annoying enough as it is. They will steal your souls, so you can't suck up any souls whenever you kill an enemy and they're around. They will steal your own souls, which of course is annoying as hell. They will also eventually disappear. So if they take a bunch of souls, they can disappear and you lose out on all those souls. I don't think this first batch can do that. At least I don't remember them doing that for me in the 4 times I've played this game. Unfortunately, I take the long way around, but at least I show off the entire arena. And we get more of this awesome music. This is one of my favorite pieces of music in the soundtrack. And probably one of the most nostalgic. So now that we have the fire sword, we can get through that door. Yes, if you want to open that door again, you have to unlock it from the other side. That's pretty annoying and kind of stupid if you ask me, but nobody did. So it's at this point in the game I would want to upgrade this to level 2. It does a lot more damage than our lightning sword. And we are going to need to upgrade this to level 2 because we are going to have several level 2 doors to open. I've mentioned before I'm using a cheat so that I don't have to grind for souls. I'm just backing through here because an enemy's about to spawn. It's just saving me time, that's all. I could take total advantage of it and upgrade everything early, but I figured I would try to upgrade things for the most part how I would when playing the game legit. Something else I never knew about this game until this LP I've been looking at. If you kill multiple enemies and absorb multiple enemies' souls, you get a bonus, which is pretty cool. So keep that in mind. Of course, that runs the risk of losing souls. So my goal here is not to kill anything. I magic attack him just to get him down and then exit the room. That is the first instance where soul suckers can disappear. And there are at least 3 in there and they will disappear with your souls more than likely. So it doesn't benefit you to fight anything in that room. This guy will always spawn doing that spinning attack, so be ready for that. Yeah, fuck that noise, we out. This is a little overview of this area. We are going to be in this castle for most of the game. All that was the intro stuff. And it's really weird that area with Guildenstern, we won't learn his name for a while, but that's his name, is attached to this castle. You would think any kind of demon realm would be coordinated off where you can't get to it normally. And that is a magic fountain. They refill your magic, which is why I did not feel bad using magic against those other enemies. They are nice. They aren't very frequent in the game, but they are nice to have.
Stop! Let me go!
Quiet!
What is going on here?
Stop!
Huh?
Who are you? And what do you want with that boy?
I should ask you the same thing. You are not working for Saito clan, are you? Wait. Can you be Samanosuke Akechi? Yes, you are. I cannot believe you are here of all places. I am a servant of the Oda clan. My name is Tokichiro Kinoshita.
This man will eventually conquer the world under the name Hideyoshi Toyotomi.
What is a servant of the Oda clan doing here?
Wait, first we must talk business. Tell me, Samanosuke, are you interested in serving our clan? My Lord Nobunaga Oda would welcome a great samurai like yourself.
I serve no one. My life is mine and mine alone to command.
I see. However, I will not give up yet. We shall meet again.
Oh boy, creepy pedophile after little boys. I have some important questions to ask. How the hell did they get in here? We came through the door behind Sammy. This door was magically locked. There was another door to the right, which leads to a dead end. I could see where the little boy was hiding in that room, but where the hell did Hideyoshi come from? Speaking of Hideyoshi, he will be important in the 4th game. Just die. So where the hell did they come from? That is an unfortunate staple of Capcom games, characters teleporting in to places that they need to be for the plot to happen. That door will be important much later.
Samanosuke, is there something you wanted to ask this young man?
Do not be afraid.
No! You want to hurt me like that other samurai did.
That is not true. Please, tell me your name.
I am Yumamaru.
Yumimaru, you must tell me. What did that samurai want with you?
Why should I know?
Fine, then why are you here? Who brought you here? Go after him while I look for Princess Yuki.
I will.
A trained samurai and a trained either samurai or ninja. One of the two. And they get outsmarted by a child. Good job, guys. Good job. Be careful here because some dudes are going to try to be sneaky sneaks and show up behind you. And that's what they get for their transgressions. Fuck off. And how did Kaede know that Samanosuke wanted to talk to that little kid? Oh yeah. I wish I could do those flawlessly, but unfortunately, whenever I get those moments, they're pretty much luck. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm on my 6th and final apple cider. Apparently in England, apple cider means alcoholic, whereas here in the US, we have non-alcoholic apple cider, which makes sense because I always assumed that apple cider was basically the same thing as apple juice. Check this out. The code is 12122. For our efforts, we get a new weapon. It's not particularly useful for most of the game, but there are segments where it is very useful. You will see one coming up. No enemy spawns, so let me go ahead and head through here. If you don't get this power jewel now, you can get it later on in the game, and then you can slash that just for funsies. It won't cause us any problems later on, as there will be a rope ladder whenever we need to come out of this area. Awesome. So now that we got that, we can head through here. But not before dealing with these miscreants. There are at least 3 of these dudes in here. And they're not fun to deal with. They like to hop around a lot. They're a bunch of damn leapfrogs. Oh god. And one of those big dudes, which I don't like fighting without magic. Get through the door. So you can see what I mean by we needed to upgrade that fire orb to level 2. That will be important later on in the game, but I figured I might as well get it now. There's a file in there, but I couldn't find it. So let's run. Excuse. I said excuse. And here's another example of a moment where you can help some civilians. I really like this mechanic of this game because not only do you get rewarded for helping these people, but it gives the idea that some people other than the main character survive, which I like. I always hate it when a game has the story where your character survives and everybody else dies. There we go. I'm not going to show it, but I go down there and those guys drop 2 rewards. One is a herb, which I will upgrade to a medicine. The other one is very nice. It is a magic jewel. And when you use that, you upgrade the potential magic. I've showed off 1 or 2 of those already. I might dub in at the end me picking that up from my original playthrough. And the camera angle is supposed to change here, but for some reason it does not, and I'm not sure why. So that was kind of annoying for me trying to figure out where to go. Unlock this door, and let's go through. On the right-hand side there, you can pick off quite a few smaller enemies, but I'd rather just move forward right now. I can grind to kill off enemies at a later date if I want to, except I don't need to because, like I've mentioned before, I am using a cheat to give me unlimited upgrade points. More arrows. Always nice. That's not the only ranged weapon we will get in this game either. Something else very nice over here is another pack of arrows. And there's also something very important you can do with them, which I will show off. Do not go through that door without saving. I will just say that right now. You will regret it if you do, unless you're familiar with the game. So I've got a herb, I can upgrade that to a medicine. And these can upgrade to fire arrows. I'm not going to show everything I upgrade. I'll only be showing upgrade sessions whenever I'm upgrading something new. However, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time with more Onimusha.
I see a sparkly. Beautiful. And there should be another sparkly. I would say they don't even stick around to say thank you, but they left nice goodies.